Welcome back, and my name's Ivan, and I love making tasty small recipes for me and my plus one. Today we are making hash browns. Whenever I see a potato, that's the first thing I think of is hash browns. Other people, when they see potato, they may think mashed potato, baked potato, but I love hash browns. At the grocery store, you'll find a variety of potatoes, but the ones that are most common are going to be the Russet, the Yukon Gold, and the red potato, and those are the ones that we're going to use today. The reason why I'm using 3 potatoes, I want to find out which of these 3 potatoes are best served when they're warm, and which of these 3 potatoes taste best when they're served cold. Well, come on. How often do you eat a cold pizza on an airplane flight or while you're on a road trip? Or you may want to pack hash browns for your lunch and you just have no way to warm it. First things first, we need to peel these potatoes. And what I have is a bowl of salted water so that we can keep the potatoes from turning while we're peeling them. Peel the potatoes and remove any of the dark eyes. Now we're going to shred each of these potatoes. You could use a regular grater, but I find the grate too small. So I use Alton Brown's tip and enlarge the holes of my grater with a pair of pliers. I like a large grate for my potatoes, and that's typically what you're going to find with hash browns that are served in diners. It's like having spaghetti instead of angel hair pasta. There's a big difference. Place each shredded potato in separate bowls of salted cold water. Rinse each of the bowls with cold water until the water turns clear. Once the water turns clear, drain as much of the water from the potatoes as possible. So take a look here. We have 3 bowls of potatoes. We will cook the russet potato first and refrigerate the other 2. So let's cook these potatoes. I have a 1500 watt hot plate and an 11-inch stainless steel frying pan. I want the frying pan to heat up to around 300 degrees. 300 degrees seems to work fine because you want the potatoes to brown, but you also want the inside of the potato to get tender. If the heat's too high, then the outside will brown and the inside will still be raw. Add a tablespoon of butter to the pan and spread it around. Take a piece of the hash brown and taste it. If the hash brown tastes a little salty, then you can rinse it further, or if it tastes salty enough for you, then just go ahead and add pepper, and then cover the potatoes with a lid. Allow the potatoes to steam for 3 minutes with the lid on, then peek at the bottom of the potato to see if it's browning gradually. I like to use a fork and taste the inside of the potato just to check for tenderness. Flip the potatoes if they are browning too fast. Reduce the heat, add a tablespoon of butter, vegetable oil, or bacon fat. Cover the potatoes for another 3 minutes, and then check it for brownness. If the potatoes are already tender, then cook the second side with the lid off until the bottom is golden brown. Keep the hash browns warm on a baking sheet in a warm oven until all the other potatoes are cooked. You can also cook each hash brown further in a frying pan to each person's personal preference right out of the oven. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we came up with. This is the Yukon. This is the Russet. And this is the red potato. We're going to go ahead and cut this. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to let it sit for a couple hours. And then we're going to come back and taste each one of these after 3 hours. Let's taste each one, how they compare. This has been sitting in the stove for a little while, so moist, soft, got that crunch on the outside. The oven really helped. But the texture of the potato is a little bit mealy. Really eat a mashed potato and run it through your mouth you're going to feel a little mealiness if the mashed potatoes was made with a russet potato. That's just the nature of the potato. Let's try this one here, the Yukon. Oh, that's different. I'm already noticing a big difference between the Yukon and the Russet. It's nice. I mean, wow, it's really nice. I like that. I like that. This is so smooth. So let's go with the red potato. Let's see what's going on over here. Now, of course, the red potato has a big advantage because it was the last one cooked. It didn't sit in the stove for a really long time. If there was a thermometer, it would run right along this in terms of tenderness. This would be a little bit tough. This would be soft, and this would be really soft. This is really good. I would not toss any one of them out of my frying pan for hash browns. They're all good. But if you want super smooth, I would suggest the Yukon, the white potato, or the red potato. Well, let's take this cold taste test. Let me take the napkins off. So let's take a look at these. We have our russet on the left, we have our Yukon in the center, and we have our red potato on the right. It's been roughly 11 hours, but let's go ahead and taste these. Here we go with the russet. You can still get that gritty taste from the potato, but it's not actually as bad as it was before. I was actually kind of surprised. I thought it'd be grittier. Oh yeah, that would be good for a cold lunch. So now let's jump onto the Yukon. This Yukon is a little bit cakier. Let me try that again. Oh, maybe it's just because of the thickness. Let me grab something a little toward the edge. Yeah, I'm getting kind of a cakey vibe from it. Let's go back to the russet. It's probably maybe just the way because of the way I cooked it, but I'm getting that cakey vibe from the Yukon. I'm really liking the russet versus the Yukon. So let's go to the red potato. Oh wow, that's crazy. The red potato has lost very little tenderness from when it was first served hot. It's smooth, it's got a little bite, no grittiness. It's really smooth, I like it. I'm really surprised. I was actually counting on this to be bad and these two to be better. These two are really close. This one and this one. I say, forget this. The red potato and the russet. So out of the 3 potatoes served warm, the Yukon Gold and the red potato came out shining. But the russet potato, not so much. But when served cold, the russet and the red potato came out shining, and the Yukon Gold, not so much. I was totally surprised how the cold taste test came out. Your experience may be different, but that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, please like us with a thumbs up below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then please subscribe and you'll be notified of new videos every week. For more information and recipes, please visit our website, frugalspoon.com. Thank you very much. Adios amigos. Everybody have a nice, safe day.